Hey guys, it's Christine from See You Next Tuesday, and I'm here with A Weekend at Ramona's. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Could all of you please tell me your names and the instrument that you play in the band?
Hi, my name is Angie. I play drums.
My name is Chris, and I play the guitar and I sing.
My name's Ben, and I play guitar.
Hell yeah. All right, so I want to start off this interview by asking, who the fuck is Ramona?
Honestly, I feel like at this point, Ramona is like the band itself.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like the undercurrent of music and like the way it's been consistent in our lives, like no matter what life kind of throws, I feel like, yeah, like through life, it's so crazy. But like when we're in band mode, like that's really what matters. So I feel like those moments are Ramona.
Okay.
And then like when we
I like
find
those
that time,
yeah.
that's the weekend.
Okay,
answer.
I get it.
Good
So like
answer.
Ramona's like the spirit that compels you.
It's the spirit.
Okay.
She's with us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had a question for your bassist, who unfortunately isn't here right now. Shout her out.
Joyce.
Joyce.
Joyce,
Joyce.
our bassist,
Shout out to
yeah.
Joyce.
I wanted to ask her a question that like there's actually a secret fifth member of your band. There's this monkey with a tutu on her bass.
Oh, yeah. What's the name? I forget. It's like George. maybe?
George. Curious
I'm thinking
George.
Herbert.
She has a
Herbert.
good name for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
monkey.
The monkey,
And
yeah.
you're right. It's kind of he's been at most of our gigs. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
rocks out with
Oh,
us.
He's
oh,
been on my guitar
I
one
think
time.
it's a
Really?
good,
Lucky?
Yeah.
Joyce
Yeah,
has a
really
very cool idiosyncratic style
Mm.
that I think comes across in like how she dresses, how she kind of like decorates her bass and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So I think the monkey is a very good representation of that.
Yeah, I love the monkey.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing I noticed. I was like, is that a monkey hanging off the bass? Love it. So cute. Yeah, so that's like something else. Like when I was looking through like the hundreds of artists on the website for North by Northeast this year, I noticed your guys' like photo and like the outfits that you're wearing and the colors. Like honestly, this might be weird, but it kind of reminded me of Scooby Doo, like the gang from Scooby Doo. And so I'm like, okay, I like these people's vibes. Like I need to go check out what they're doing. And then when I was watching you guys play, like the kind of music you make, it's like rock, but it's rock you can dance to. Like it's the kind of rock that I could see at like an early 2000s like dance, like a high school dance or something. And yeah, it's such a vibe. So like how did you guys find each other? Because I feel like all of your vibes like mesh and complement each other really well. So kind of take us like, how did the band start? How did it become a thing? And how long have you been working together?
Nice. Well, first of all, thank you.
Yeah.
That's all very kind.
Yeah.
Ben and I actually met in high school. We were doing this battle of the bands, and we're actually in two different bands. And it was through like setting up the gear and all of that stuff where we kind of got to talking. And I feel like that kind of develops because like when you're in that age doing that band for a school thing, it's like you don't really know where everybody's at. Like you don't know who's like wanting to be in a band, who's just kind of doing it. And I think Ben and I kind of realized like we both definitely wanted to do that sort of thing. And then it kind of evolved from there. And then a few years later, we met Angie through our manager, Emily. They were like in the
She
same
like
school.
she just I guess fit the vibe and
So because I studied music business at college, one of my classmates, she was managing the band, and that's how I met the guys like a year ago. And then I just joined them in December, and we started playing together.
Sick. Wow, that's a pretty short time, like only half a year. And it feels like you're all like meshed really well together.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
of course. I loved last night seeing you guys at the Baby G, and you guys played one of my favorite songs, which is Sympathy is a Knife by Charlie XCX. It was sick. We'll include a clip of it here. And you also did a Dolly Parton cover. So both of those were like such amazing songs to cover. How do you choose the songs that you cover for your sets? Is it just like the songs that you love, or what's the...
I think it's the songs we love, and I think there's definitely a deliberate kind of wanting to do something that's not like our style, you know? So like something like a Charlie cover or a Dolly cover is great because it's like we love this kind of music, but it's like it's different from what we're doing on our original. So it kind of like creates a little bit of a change up in the set. It freshens it up. We also like a big part of our set is usually getting Joyce to sing at least one of the covers, which is another really fun because she's like an amazing singer too. So it's fun to like, just like give people something like a bit of a left kind of turn.
Yeah. Would you ever consider a Benson Boone cover?
I think if we can nail the backflips,
Right.
once
Yeah.
we all
Okay.
can do a backflip, we'll
Okay.
do the Benson Boone cover to
Okay.
complement that.
So maybe next year, North by Northeast next year, check them out.
You heard it.
They're
Yeah.
all going to be
confirmed.
backflipping. Okay, so my understanding is you're all pretty much like from around here, the GTA. What is something about, or some like a place in Toronto or something about Toronto that's overrated and something that's underrated?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think something that is overrated is. Oh, I don't want to get flamed.
Just do it. We need the rage bait to get the views.
I think
Yeah.
maybe this is so hard.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah. I was gonna say Drake, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't want the Drake
That's
stands at me.
okay.
That's like
That's just your opinion.
I mean,
Yikes.
that's not a it's not a terrible answer.
Yeah.
it's not for me. It's
Yeah.
not for me. I feel like for me, like a lot of I love Toronto and I love the music, but I think some of the bigger artists that Toronto's known for, maybe I don't gravitate towards. Like I'm not a big like Weekend fan or Drake fan, which I feel bad because like they've done so much
Mhm.
to like bring attention to Toronto, but
Mhm.
that is like maybe overrated to me. I think underrated, honestly. I feel like maybe the food. I feel like there's
Mhm.
such good restaurants here, and like no one really talks about Toronto for like food and
Mhm.
kind of like dinner places, but I feel like there's just so much kind of amazing stuff here.
Do you want to shout out any place that you like? or
Oh,
any
okay,
foods?
yeah. Let me think. I love shout out to King Slice Pizza's a classic
Hell
from
yeah.
the area. That's
Hell
kind of a
yeah.
big one for me,
Especially
Uh,
when you're drunk.
especially when you're drunk. And maybe Musoshin Ramen. It's
Okay.
an amazing ramen place in the West End.
Okay.
So those would be my two shout outs.
Very cool.
Yeah. I guess in terms of like places that are overrated, I feel like a little bit like weird saying this. I've been to so many shows at Scotiabank Arena.
Yeah.
Like I've been to a lot of shows.
Yeah.
And some of them have been actually like incredible.
Mhm.
Like I'm blown away, goosebumps, tearing up a little bit. Like, but I feel like I've seen some shows there that maybe like don't make much use of the space. However, the tickets are still very expensive, and the
Mhm.
drinks are still very, very expensive.
Yep.
But you go and you're like, this could have been a history, or something
Yeah.
like that.
Love history.
I think maybe underrated. I don't know how underrated these are, but I think venues like the Baby G
Mhm.
and Supermarket
Mhm.
are really, really cool because they're a little bit smaller and yeah, we have like some great bands that will play, but I feel like there's also a lot of hidden gems,
Mhm.
and I feel like the vibes are always really, really good. But it's like not someone who like comes to Toronto will say like, oh, like I want to go, I don't know, to the like Baby G tonight.
Yeah,
like,
they probably don't know about it. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah, I'm not sure what to answer because I moved to Toronto just a month ago.
Oh, okay.
From Oshawa because
Yeah.
I studied there for 2 years and
Yeah,
yeah, I just don't know what to say. Like I like lots of places in Toronto.
Yeah.
I like going to like small music venues like
Mhm.
Sneaky D's.
Love Sneaky D's.
They have very good food there and
Nachos.
also yes, and also very cool like shows like Emo Nights.
Yes, Emo
and
Night.
just like all the bands that like we all like know, like local bands and like all the bands that I love, they always play there. So like I really like that place.
Could you tell us some of the bands that you like? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, that's I don't know.
It's
I
okay.
don't know
I know.
what
I'm
to
the
say.
same way. Like when someone asks me, like, "What's your favorite?" Like whatever on the spot, I'm like, I actually don't have any favorites ever. Like,
don't know any.
yeah, my brain is blank.
I love everyone that who I know. So I
Yeah.
don't want to just like
Yeah,
pick
just
one.
pick one or two. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. What is an artist or a band that would be a dream collaboration for you guys to work with?
Ooh, you want me to go first?
Yes.
Ooh. Dream band to collaborate with. I mean, I don't know how I'd collaborate with them, but I have been loving the new Turnstile album
Ooh,
and
yeah.
that band as a whole. Like, I think everything that they touch is so cool. Like, they recently made a movie for their album, and their new album is really good. So I would love to just, even if I was just like their like coffee run guy, I would just collaborate with them anyway.
Yeah.
They would do.
Yeah.
Collab. I'd mentioned this like before, like kind of impulsively, but I feel like, it's kind of true. I think the Rolling Stones would be such a cool band to like collaborate with, like, such like a crazy like you know, who's to say? But like, I feel like they've just been a band that's like been around so long. Like they've grown so much with like the evolution of like music in the late 20th century, and then also like with the technology and that sort of thing. So I'd like love to see how they approach like certain features of like music. 'Cause I feel like it's like worlds apart from like the way we would approach that, like being born in the last like 25 years. Like yeah.
For me, I would say like my dream collaboration would be with Fontaines DC. It's a band from Ireland, indie rock band, and their like the most recent album, Romance, is just like the best ever. Like every song is a masterpiece. Like that's like this like they're very very cool. Like they create music like I've never listened to before. Like something like they do right now. It's just like very unique. So I would definitely love to like to collaborate with them, but it's just like a dream.
You never know. You never know. You gotta manifest it.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
on the topic of manifestation, what is one like festival or venue that's like a dream that you guys would love to play one day?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Something like in UK for me.
UK, yeah.
like indie rock festivals in UK.
Yep.
I was probably just to build on that. Definitely, I think I grew up like watching videos from like Reading and Leeds. You know, like there's always like they have the best lineups.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say Reading and Leeds would be kind of the dream festival.
Is that the one where it's like all muddy, everyone's wearing like boots and stuff, or?
I think, or is that Glastonbury?
That's probably Glastonbury. Yeah.
That one is also.
That one's also
Yeah.
good. Like, the 10th stage
So
of Glastonbury would be really,
Yeah.
really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Hell yeah.
the dream.
All right. Well, thanks for chatting with me, guys. This was
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah, it was nice meeting you, and it was nice like listening to you guys play last night. You guys rocked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
It was awesome.
Perfect. Bye.